Honorable Minister, sir, with all these things where you just said in this particular video, say una wan put in our airports. In fact, it's a common car for you. But the thing be say, una make sure say una go implement it from the beginning to the end. Because the kind of search what they do for our airports, it is as if they are just, in fact, it's as if they are unprofessional. If you travel to go other places, if there's a machine where una do pass our bags to go through, then what in other people go see come and be dipping their hand inside bags to dey check again, because that machine is supposed to show everything in that particular bag, everything wey person dey carry dey go. That machine is supposed to show the thing. But really, what you are doing, I want you guys to listen to this man. In fact, you try also to give this man a round of applause for what this man they do in his own ministry. You be like, say, this man, the only man where I see where they work in this particular administration. He's really doing well in his own ministry. Just listen to him, man, not talk too much. If you don't pass through our airport, you can understand what this man they talk and what people they pass through if they come to our airports. Just listen to him. I remember my humble self, the Eichmann, and try to share this video so that let's go see him. We move.
And we felt that these are the practices that we needed to address. And these measures are aimed at addressing corrupt practices, especially activities, and also to enhance customer experiences at our airports. So what did we do? We said, look, whilst we cannot remove you from our airports, but we are the landlords. We are the owners and operators of our airports. And whilst we recognize that you have crucial roles to play, we have to streamline the exercise, of the performance of your duties. So if you go to Lagos International Airport, for instance, let me explain this graphically to Nigerians for them to understand. Now you go through the front door, the entrance, the arrival door, and immediately you see a screening machine. You pass your bags through the screening machine. And the moment you pass your bags through the screening machine, you now see what they call a joint inspection table. That joint inspection table creates a lot of traffic. You see a lot of people, and the space between the machine and the joint inspection table is not so much. So you see a lot of people, lining up there, to even the entrance gates and blocking the whole place. What is that joint inspection table? You will see customs, DSS, NDLA, quarantine, and on, all lined up on the same table. Each of them telling you to open your bags, and they'll be dipping their hands into your bags one by one, passing you on to the next agency on the same table, dipping your hand, passing you on to the next table, and all that. I have not seen this in any part of the world. And when I rallied my team in FAN, headed by the very hardworking MD and the directors, and I said, what do we do about this? Come up with measures for me to approve. They sat down and came up with measures. And these are measures that I approved. I said, look, if it beggars belief that a bag that has passed through a screening machine and the screening machine has not seen anything, a human effort wants to now open that bag and see anything. It doesn't add up at all. A machine, that bag has passed through a screening machine. So what is the point telling them to open the bag again for searches? So we now said, okay, you know what? Customs, you are looking for money laundering, okay? NDA to that table. We dismantled that joint inspection table. That screening machine is manned by us, which is called the aviation security. They call it AFSEC, aviation security. We now said customs and NDLA, join our people at the screening machine. So you can then observe all the bags passing through the machine jointly. That is why the machines are there in the first place. You, NDLA, customs, if you notice anything inside or suspicious package, pull the person aside, take the person away into your room, your private profiling room or screening room, and do your further searches there. Customs, if you notice anything in those bags, pull the person away to your private room. It's very easy to see bundle of notes looking like money in those bags. Pull the person away and search the person. You don't need that joint inspection table. For you, DSS, you are profiling people, for Christ's sake. You know, what is DSS searching bags for? I'm trying to be measured in my language, because these are very important agencies that we all respect. It's just that all of this opprobrium comes to us as aviation. I have been screaming my head off since I came to office as aviation minister, and nobody has listened to me. That, you know, the embarrassment comes back to me. Anytime anything happens at the airport, it's aviation minister, it's aviation minister. And I've been struggling to explain that these people are not under our control. They are other agencies. But they were not getting results. So we thought that we should be proactive. If we are proactive, if they have anything to come in terms of amendment and all that, let them come and meet us, we'll sit down. But we needed to take this step. DSS, you have no business searching people's bags. You are profiling individuals who are going out of the country. People who have been maybe who are under security checks and all that. Go and stay with immigration. At the point of stamping their passports and all that, you can pull the person aside that this person ought not to travel. So DSS, so we just reduce these points of check. DSS can work with immigration at their table. And then they can just roam around. You know, we said roam around the airports, check faces of people, profile them. If you want to just, you know, pull people aside, you think they should not travel, pull them aside to a private room, but don't create a nuisance at airports where you see people, they are checking people's bags and here and there and all that. Quarantine, you also have a private room. Don't do it openly. If you, there are things you have seen at in the machine that are not supposed to go out, take the person away. Now, for the customs, a very tricky issue, because customs are telling us that there are some exportable items by their law that things that should not be exported, apart from money laundering and all of that they can see at the machines. But you know, we have gone around the world. You see signages everywhere when you go, things to declare, things not to declare. That's what we see when we go around the world. Customs, so why can't you do the same thing? And then it is actually for arriving passengers, you see things to declare, things not to declare. This issue of exportable items, it is actually the country you are flying into that should be more concerned about the things you are bringing into their country. Not us concerned about what you are taking out of the country. You are going out of the country, their principal duty is actually money laundering, which can be seen, you know, at the screens. So we said customs, we are still trying to sort out this issue with customs. It's not over, but we know they have a duty to perform. We respect them. They are a very critical agency, at our borders. But we are trying to streamline these procedures to ensure that we align with international best practices. So we had to roll out these measures to reduce the stress that our passengers go through, and to make our airports more customer friendly, because it's a very customer centric environment that we need to make and enhance, try to enhance experience of passengers at this entry point. I'm going to talk about the airport marshals very soon, because they are to complement these efforts we are making, because these airport marshals will come, in many cases they are public spirited individuals. They will watch these procedures at these peak hours, and so many other things they'll do for us at the airports. Public spirited individuals, like we have the road marshals, the voluntary